Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Zalaki, golf fitness professional, and I'm here today with a true visionary of the game, golf instructor, and author of Power Feel Golf, Eben Dennis. So Eben, most golfers, amateur golfers, focus on mechanics to fix their golf swing. You kind of flip the script.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit of what Power Feel is?
Well, what really has happened is people are too caught up in details, and what I do is I try to make them athletes again. I want them to be athletic. I want them to understand that golf was made to be played simply, that it's still a hard game, but it doesn't have to have all the details that everybody puts into it. In other words, there's in my world, what I learned from some of the greatest players that ever lived, was there's only three things that matter. And that's dynamic balance, and that comes from your hands. There's control, that's control of the tool with your hands. And there's vision, and vision is just how you get to a target emotionally and physically with your hands and eyes. So now what you're doing is you're basically making it athletic. So you're allowing, and well, one of the biggest things that people don't realize is the golf club was designed for ease of use, the way our body works naturally. So when we try to manufacture how to use the golf club, we're actually destroying the design of the club and making it harder to use.
Right. And that's why I really like the marriage between our two philosophies, because the idea in fitness for golf is we want longevity in our game.
Right.
And you have a way of teaching efficiency, longevity, and something that amateurs can repeat over and over again without causing pain and increasing power simultaneously.
Well, and that's exactly right. I mean, what we're trying to do is make it not only more efficient for them, we're trying to make it easier for them, we're trying to make it more fun for them. So, you know, there's this thing called paralysis by analysis, and that's what most golfers are in, is they're paralyzed by analyzing what to do. And that's why they don't get to enjoy the game. And they don't get to play to their best ability. Now, someone's best ability is not going to be Tiger Woods, or it's not going to be Scotty Scheffler, but it could be a guy that right now is a 30 handicap that could be a 10 handicap.
Right.
So what you want to do is just help them maximize their potential rather than try to force them to do something that the pros are doing, which most don't realize the amount of hours and effort the pros put into it, or the natural gift they have. Just like you can't teach someone how to be a great pitcher in baseball just by teaching them mechanics. They're just not going to do it. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't.
Right.
You know, so you just have to let them find their best ability.
Yes. And what would you say would be one of the biggest technical traps that amateur golfers get themselves into that's preventing them to achieve their goals?
Well, the biggest technical trap is focus on the ball. Okay? Because if you think about how we walk, how we throw things, how we even eat with a fork, we do it without regard for all the details. And when you focus on the ball, that gets you focused in the center, and everything now is being hit down at the ground rather than swinging forward toward a target.
Right.
So, you know, what you're really trying to do is get them untrapped from the golf ball and allow them to have a motion that has a target in mind.
Right.
And the golf ball is not the target.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So the idea is we want to have freedom in our golf game, just not physically, but also mentally, that you're talking about, that ability to free up our minds on the course so we can perceive our full potential, essentially, because a lot of times we get so caught up on swing thoughts and being ball bound and all that stuff, and it just kind of adds up.
Oh, it does. And I mean, it's the same thing in fitness. If you get someone trying to lift weights perfectly, a lot of times they'll injure themselves, correct? Because they're trying to be too perfect. And so everything is basically doesn't have a flow to it. It's lost its sequencing. So the body actually works in a nice sequencing if you learn to let it.
Absolutely.
And that's what a real athlete is a real athlete. It just lets go more. He gives up control in order to gain control.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to dive into a video series here with Eben just to go over his principles and concepts more in either drills or just philosophy here, just so we can bring what he has knowledge-wise to your game to improve your game and have true power feel golf.